For one thing, I'd like to say is that most of the people do not realize the damage they're doing to their life through the use of fentanyl and other drugs. And when they come here, they're given an opportunity to address that. The one thing they say here is that in order for a person to be able to get help, you have to help them live first. And here we try through harm reduction and other means to get them basically to the gate of recovery and assist them through it. Egg number 2. We save lives here, and I've probably saved upwards of 10 plus lives in the couple of years off and on that I've worked here. The thrill from saving a life is just like the best high you could ever hope for, you know.
In August of 2020, the community was faced for the first time with 3 intersecting crises where we saw the COVID-19 global health pandemic impacting the people we serve in disproportionate ways. This was also compiled with a drug poisoning crisis paired with a housing crisis. So we were in this position as a municipality to be bold and to be brave and courageous. 4 years later, we've learned so much, but we've also lost a lot of people along the way. And this place wouldn't be what it was if it weren't for people with lived and living expertise of substance use, homelessness, mental health concerns, trauma.
A lot of people have lost a lot of friends and family members, but they can relate to me because I come from their social circle. I'm one of their peers. In a lot of cases, they will listen to me versus someone that they may not know as well.
I talk to a lot of people. A lot of people come to me and talk to me. Like, I've been around the world, so I got a lot of advice, I guess. I try to explain to them the mistakes I've made in my life. Hopefully they'll learn from that and see that, you know, just because I was once in trouble, I made something of myself, you know, and they can too, you know.
We offer a 24-hour low barrier drop-in setting where folks can come in, they can meet staff, grab food, grab harm reduction supplies, engage with other service providers. We also have a rest zone. So really quickly on after we opened, we made sure that we were offering rest accommodations not only during the nighttime hours, but also during the daytime hours. People might be using substances, stimulants to keep them awake, to ensure that their things are not stolen, that they are not assaulted. But then people need somewhere to crash that's safe. We also have a co-located consumption and treatment services operated by Street Health Center. That is a space where folks can go and use. When the CTS has to shut its doors, they're not shutting their doors and sending individuals who might be sedated out into the street. We're actually able to do a warm handoff to the ICH, and we can care for folks once they've been medically cleared from CTS. Through the CTS, we also offer a host of services, and I think there's a myth or misconception that where there's like safe consumption sites or open air drug use or harm reduction approaches being used, that we're enabling substance use. What we're doing is treatment, what we're doing is recovery, but it's meeting people where they're at. Harm reduction is healthcare.
Meeting people where they're at isn't simply going to where people are. It's not just having services that are available for a wide variety of people. It's shaping every aspect of your services around each individual person and their individual needs. When the people that we serve come to us with a need, we find those connections and when we find those services for them, rather than just saying this is what we have to offer and expecting them to choose from a menu.
It's different here because we're treated like people. We're not just addicts or homeless or, you know, nobodies. I've been in and out of group homes all over the country and nothing has ever been like this. But here I get listened to and it matters what I say.
We want to take care of you. We want to see you do better in life. We want to see you get housing. We want you to see you go into your recovery, whatever that looks like.
It's great that they give the clients a chance to work, earn some money, and help themselves get back out into the community.
Without the hub, I don't think I'd be employed at all. I hadn't had a job in probably 8+ years until I was here. I'd always been living with boyfriends or mooching off of friends who would just, help get me by, or living in people's friends' parents' basements. It was awful. Now I feel like I actually have a purpose of my own. I can make my own money. I don't need anybody else. That's really a good feeling.
Some days are really hard, but those hard days are the most fulfilling days when you go home.
Somehow I'm still standing and I'm functioning more than I have my entire life.
Coming here, I was accepted with open arms. For some people, there's nowhere to go, and that could be a life or death situation. And I don't believe that we should have a life-death situation. I believe that you should have a choice to live.
Here, people are seen, they're known, we know their names, we know their stories, we know when their birthdays are, and the ability to just share a little part of somebody's life with them enough to be able to say that you actually know them is the greatest part of the work that we do here.
I think this place has saved all of us in some way or another, and not just from the drugs.